on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Fantasy Headliners Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy Headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
Yo, we're back. We're literally like, what was that? Like 3 minutes? We're already back. Holy cow. Look at us. Oops, hold on. Can I turn the closed captioning off, please? I don't need to see the closed captioning. Got the game on in the background. All right, there we go. Just had to make sure that we got everything set up appropriately. Oh, man. Whew. Okay. Let's take a look at a couple of things here real quick before we start getting into it. Let me turn the game down a little bit, a little too loud. First off, let's take a look at... Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We're just taking a look at a couple of things here real quick. Derrick Henry, 96 yards on 10 carries and a touchdown. Rip to all the Tyjae Spears people who wanted to say that he was taking over. Now, granted, 63 yards of that came on one play, but... literally doing nothing on the Tennessee side unless you're Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers has the touchdown. Mark Andrews, like literally nothing at this point. 31 yards on 3 receptions. That will happen from time to time. Let's go ahead and check weather real quick. Let's do weather first. We're going to do weather first, and then we will do a nice little run there by Gus Bus. Weather information presented by Roto Grinders. Meteorologist Kevin Roth. Right now, in the green, Baltimore and Tennessee. They're playing right now. Does not matter. In the orange, Minnesota and Chicago should be dry and breezy, but wind gusts can be up to 20 miles per hour. No, excuse me. Sustained winds could be up to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So Minnesota and Chicago could get pretty windy today. Seattle and Cincinnati, dry with 10-mile-per-hour winds. Nothing there. San Francisco and Cleveland, the winds here likely come in a touch under what we see in Chicago, but we're still bringing in 15 to 20 mile per hour sustained winds with gusts around 30. On top of that, this is the game that we're most likely to see rain. Models show off and on showers during game time. So definitely some weather that we need to take a look at in that San Francisco-Cleveland game. Indianapolis and Jacksonville should be fine. Some sustained winds around 10 miles per hour. Carolina at Miami, low chance of a straight downpour. Nothing big there. Detroit and Tampa Bay, decent winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Some gusts will hit 20, nothing too bad. The New York Giants at Buffalo is orange. Some lingering light rain is possible, but not likely. Or it's yellow, not orange. Winds around 10 to 15 mile per hour. Decent enough weather to see only minor impacts, if any. So really the only weather that we're looking at is going to be San Francisco at Cleveland. Cleveland passing game, I'm not super worried about it. I'm worried about that offense as a whole this week with no Deshaun Watson. As far as San Francisco goes, obviously Christian McCaffrey still in for a potential big day. And then we have Lamar Jackson is just so good, dude. Holy cow. Just made everybody miss there. Brandon Ayuk would be the biggest issue. Obviously not a huge day potentially in store, but he's still got so much big playability that when we take a look at it, yes, the gust could get up to 30 miles per hour, but as long as the sustained winds are not too bad throughout the entire game, we should still be okay going down the field for the most part. Glenn Pierre, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Tyrone Abbas, celebrating 1 year of full Chubb with us. 10-man half PPR. Adams or Waddle for the wide receiver 2. Chase is wide receiver 1, and Jacobs is in the flex. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. That one's going to be a little closer for me, so I want to see real quick where we have these guys at. Adams or Waddle, we still have Adams higher than Waddle this week, so we're going to go with that. And then Tyrone gifted 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Tyrone, appreciate you. Everyone should be throwing a little hashtag Tyrone in the chat. If you got that gifted membership, make sure you thank him. iShine101, becoming a member for the 10th month. Yo, what's up, Headliners? In a full PPR, we need to pick a flex between Ramondre Stevenson or Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown going to play today after dealing with an illness this week. Definitely going to be in. I would say your highest upside for sure was with Hollywood Brown, but your safest floor will be with Ramondre Stevenson. Kind of depends on if you're chasing points or not. Ivano Gallo, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. James Freeman sent a $2 donation. That's their 5th super chat on a live stream. James, appreciate you. CA Code becoming a member for the 4th month. One quarterback, Burrow or Kirk? I have to look at that real quick as well because I think they are going to be closer. They are closer, separated by 1 spot. Kirk Cousins for us, though. Garrett Wilson, Waddle. Garrett Wilson, Waddle, Ridley, Nico Collins, or Drake London. We have to pick 2 of those wide receivers. Some of those guys are going to be very close for me as well. Calvin Ridley, we're going to go with him as one of them, and we're going to go with Jalen Waddle is the other. 2 running backs, Stevenson, Eckler, Hubbard, and Kenneth Walker, 100% going Eckler and Kenneth Walker there for sure. And then 1 flex spot, we're going to go with Hubbard. If it is a full PPR league, let's go with Hubbard. If it is not, then we can transition over to Drake London if you want a little bit more safety, or Nico Collins if you want a little bit more upside. Deborah Copeman, becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Deborah, thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation today. Mirna, celebrating 6 months with us. Hey, Kyle, forehead kisses. Forehead kisses, Mirna. Congrats on the 200,000 subscribed. Thank you very much, Mirna. Appreciate it. I need your help. 1 running back, 1 flex in a standard league. Mostert, Etienne, Evans, and Downs. Thanks. Standard league for me. I'm going to lock in Mostert, and I'm going to lock in Etienne here. Peasy becoming a member for the 22nd month. Stevenson or Saquon about my only question today. Let me double check, Ethan. This is a good time for us to actually look at updates for injuries this morning. Sam Laporta is a game time decision, but trending in. Saquon Barkley is projected to be in. Risky start based on what I've seen from him movement wise. So right now, Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis coming in for Tennessee, it looks like. So as far as Saquon goes, it's kind of the same thing that I said earlier too, PZ. I'm not a fan of Saquon today, especially considering the fact that he could be limited. And now Ethan is saying that he doesn't like the way that he's like playing, like the way he's moving. He doesn't love it either. Probably I just go with Ramondre Stevenson and just go for the touches today and just give Saquon Barkley another week. Tashell Clausen upgrading their membership to full Chubb. Tashell, appreciate you. Maximus becoming a member for the 10th month. Yo, Kyle, good morning. Needing upside, and I have Nico in several of my leagues. Is he a must start this week with Dell out and Woods banged up? Is he a must start? I wouldn't say he's a must start because it depends on who else you have to play. But definitely that does lend to potential more volume coming his way, but it is a tougher matchup. Okay, so that's the only reason why I say I don't think it's a must start. Lamar gets stood up at the goal line. Let's keep talking about injuries here for a second. The Jets' 2 starting cornerbacks, Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, are out. Could be a big day for A.J. Brown and for Devontae Smith. Anthony Richardson is strongly considering season-ending surgery on his throwing shoulder. This is really, really tough. He was off to such a great start this year, but unfortunately got banged up in game 1 at the very end and then fell kind of weird after being tackled and had a concussion and then fell weird again on his throwing shoulder. People are going to try and tell you that Anthony Richardson is now injury prone. I'm not buying it now. Concussions, you're not injury prone for concussions. Obviously, you're more susceptible to them later on. But that's not an injury prone thing. His ankle, he just got rolled up on weird. And then when he got tackled, he just kind of fell weird on his shoulder. It's not like he's had soft tissue injuries where he keeps pulling hamstrings and things of that nature or growings or... So is he injury prone? Absolutely not. His injury profile, which is the word I like to use, will not look good. Obviously in his rookie season... no, he's not. We're not going to argue about this. We're not going to argue about it. I already gave you my input. That's not, Kyle's Cavs definitely are not injury prone. So it's one of those things where he's going to need, yeah, exactly, Mason. Exactly, Mason. He's going to need to learn how to protect himself, how to fall better. It's the same thing that we saw with Tua over the offseason, right? He learned how to fall better, protect himself a little bit better when he gets hit. And because of that, hey, listen, if you want to argue with me, no, I'm not even gonna, no, we're gonna stay away from it. No bad vibes here today. No bad vibes. We're not gonna let people argue with us with no information whatsoever. We'll see what happens with him, but he still has a very bright future ahead of him. Very bright future ahead of him. Darren Waller is going to be in today. That soft tissue, I don't love that. T. Higgins is going to be in. Don't love that either. Brian Burns is going to be in. Marquise Brown is going to be in. Dawson Knox apparently is going to play today. Tank Dell is out. Robert Woods is in but banged up. Tyquan Thornton was activated for the Pats today. He could do a little bit of everything. Same with Malik Cunningham. He could do a little bit of everything. Jeff Wilson officially out. We knew that. Keaton Mitchell is in for the London game, but he's not doing anything, so it doesn't matter. And then Devon Chan expected back in week 11 now. So there's our injury updates for this morning so far. O'Doyle Rule is becoming a member for the 4th month. Nico Collins, Chris Olave, or Puka Nacua, PPR bench 1. Also T-Law versus Purdy. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence over Purdy. And then we have to go with Puka. We have to bench 1. I'm benching Nico out of those 3 right there. Did I just... Hold on just a second, chat. Okay. Joseph Kidney becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. John Weldon becoming a member for the 9th month. Need a flex PPR. Joe Mixon or Chris Godwin. Let's go Lions. Chris Godwin, since it's a PPR league, probably going to have a little bit more upside than Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon will end up being a safer bet. And then James Freeman dropping a $1 donation. Appreciate you. Kyle got them cherry switches. What is that? Dan Steele with a $2 donation. Dan, appreciate you. Any news on JJ? There's still some news outlets are saying 3 to 6 weeks. Other news outlets are saying 4 to 8 weeks. So definitely at least a few weeks, right? At least it looks like 4 weeks at this point. Aspiring Aerospace. Good morning, Kyle. Aspiring becoming a member for the 12th month, celebrating a year here. Hope you're having a nice morning. I am. I hope you are as well. Due to buys and everything in between, my running back 1 is Stevenson. Who should my running back 2 be? Latavius Murray or Zeke? I don't think we can start Ramondre and Zeke together. So I think we need to go Latavius Murray and just pray for a touchdown. Anthony Rosales also celebrating a year here. Becoming a member for the 12th month. Anthony, appreciate it. Good morning, Headliners. 12-team half PPR, Stevenson or Moss, and Waller or Conklin. I'll go Waller over Conklin still, and I'm probably still going to go with Stevenson over Moss. Jackie Chan, 99.88. What would you do? Marquise Brown or DK in a 12-team full PPR? DK going to be a little bit safer with me. Marquise Brown might have a little bit more touchdown upside, but I'm going to roll with DK just a little bit. Osborne, Foreman, or Chuba in the flex. If this is a full PPR, I'm going to go Chuba. If it's anything else, a little bit more upside probably goes to Osborne at that point. PR23, are we going with Hunter Henry or George Kittle? I do got George Kittle. You said Kittle, George. I do have George Kittles and bits just a little bit higher right now. Myrna, Stafford or Lawrence in a standard league. Thank you, Hanson. Oh, Myrna, just stop it. I'm going to go with Stafford there. Do I play Foreman over Mondre? Mondre probably has more upside for me. Foreman probably is a little bit safer, though. Cousins or T-Law need upside. If we need upside, I'm probably going to go with Kirk Cousins if we're looking for upside then. Kenny. Kyle, my dude, sit 1 in a PPR super flex. Purdy, Herbert, Brees, Evans, Thielen, or Ayuk. We have to sit 1. Thielen or Ayuk. I'm starting both quarterbacks. If you want more upside, shit. This is a tough one. If you want more upside, sit Brees Hall. No. If you want more upside, play Brees Hall. If you want to play it safe, play Adam Thielen. So it's between Thielen and Brees Hall for me. Safety would be playing Thielen and sitting Brees Hall. Upside would be the other way around. Jay Flowers, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation today. Tua, if you want to disagree, it's fine. But if you're going to spam the chat and be disrespectful about it, we're going to have to hit the timeout button, okay? Reel it back in a little bit. That's okay. That you're a Foreman fan. You're allowed to your opinion, but you're not gonna go in on everybody that says something different, okay? We're not gonna do that. Let's just try to be a little bit more respectful, please. Sumdom, Chuba or DeMercado. We're gonna go Chuba in the flex for sure. Jay Flowers, Cousins or Stafford? That one's going to be pretty close. Let me look here. That is going to be Cousins one spot over. Keontae, we have Kirk higher than Goff this week. Do I bench Trevor for CJ Stroud? No. No. St. Brown or DJ Moore this week? I don't know how we can go against DJ Moore. We do have DJ Moore higher, though. If you want more upside, it's DJ Moore. If you want to be safer, then I would go with Amon-Ra. I hit my elbow. Ooh, and it wasn't a hard hit, but it was literally on the corner. Thielen or Hubbard in a half PPR. Thielen has more upside, but Hubbard is going to be safer. I like Chuba Hubbard today. I think he's in for maybe not a huge day, but definitely a really nice fantasy day, I believe. Oh, man. Right here, dude. Like right. Oh. Donnie Lamberson upgraded their membership to Excessive Chubb. Donnie, appreciate you. Thanks for the support today. Andrew Sather celebrating a month with us here. Love the Headliner Nation. I was gifted another month of membership. Thank you to whoever gifted it to me. Andrew, congratulations on getting another one there. Mayo Yang, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Ed, how do I feel about Garrett Wilson today with Slay not playing? Well, Slay was not an issue for me. It's his quarterback. It's his quarterback that's the issue. Now, Slay definitely being out helps a little bit. But can Garrett Wilson get him the ball consistently is going to be the biggest question. I wonder how many monitors Kyle has in his office. I have 4. I have one here right in front of me. I have another right here that actually swivels back and forth between this setup and my gaming setup. And then I have my gaming monitor, and then I have my side monitor for gaming. So when I do gaming, my game is here. Over here is Discord, my music, any website that I'm trying to use to look up information. And then this monitor has all my stream stuff on it. Caillou, you didn't read my super chat last night. Charles, we didn't miss any super chats last night, so you may not have heard it. I apologize if you didn't, but when we got done, we had gone through all the super chats, so I'm not sure what happened there. Start 2.5 PPR. Olave, Ridley, Nico, Amon-Ra, and Addison. Start 2 each. Okay, so you need 2 from running backs and 2 from wide receivers. Okay, wide receivers are going to be Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Ridley. Running backs are going to be Bijan, Pollard, Kamara, and Walker. Holy crap. Walker for sure, and Bijan. Bijan and Walker are going to be the 2 that I go with there. Andres Mendez becoming a member for the 14th month. Need a win bad. And a full PPR pick 2. Chuba, Olave, Terry McLaurin, or Saquon. I'm going to go with Chuba and Olave there. Kevin T gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Kevin, appreciate you. Myrna gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Myrna, appreciate you as well. Especially because you give me compliments. Thank you. Austin in a PPR. Flex, Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, James Cook, or Gabe Davis. Was that Mark Andrews with a big play? That's what we needed from Mark Andrews, baby. That's what we needed from Mark Andrews. How big a gain was that? Was that like 30 yards or something like that? Back to the question. Austin wanted to know flex Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, James Cook, or Gabe Davis. Christian Kirk is going to be the safest play. We've got 3 players here. Christian Kirk gives you the best floor ceiling. James Cook gives you the best floor. Gabe Davis all the way up here. So if you want the best in between, it's Christian Kirk. If you want the best floor, it's going to be James Cook. If you want the most upside, it's going to be Gabe Davis. I probably still go with Christian Kirk over Gabe Davis, though. And then your decision becomes, do you want the upside of Christian Kirk or the floor of James Cook? Also, who was it that just asked that a second ago? Donnie, yeah, I'm a gamer. We have a gaming channel, Headliner Gaming. I stream over there. I streamed there last night, played Modern Warfare 3, the beta, for quite a while. Who just said that we didn't answer their super chat last night? Who was that? Because now I forget the name. Oh, Charles. Charles, your super chat came in after we ended the live stream. That's why we didn't answer it. I'm going Devontae Adams over Mike Evans, Myrna. There goes Lamar Jackson again. Flag on the play. I'm going Ayuk over Scary Terry. Mona, someone offered me Mark Andrews for Aaron Jones. Immediately declined. Did I F up? No, probably not. No, probably not. I would take Aaron Jones over Mark Andrews. Unless you're super deep at running back and you really needed a tight end, I would probably still stick with Aaron Jones. Hyde and Zeke. Dawson Knox could end up missing a significant time, but he's supposed to play today. So I think we need to keep an eye on that and see exactly if he's just a decoy, if he's actually utilized. We need a little bit more information from today's game. Devin, we're going Purdy over Stroud. I have to pee again, man. Freddie, Chuba, Madison, or Stevenson? Pick 2. Like, your safest bets are going to be Chuba and Madison. In a full PPR Phantom, Downs is going to have higher upside, but Chuba will be much safer in a full PPR league. Waller or Jonnu? Jonnu's going to be the safest bet. If you want more upside, you have to go Darren Waller. If you want to play it safe, it's definitely Jonnu Smith. Mauricio. Addison, Pittman, Olave, and Ayuk. Start 2 in a full PPR. I'm going to go with Ayuk and Pittman here. The protein water is getting me. I hit the protein water during the Odds Jam show this morning. Kevin T, I got to pick 2 between Stevenson, Robinson, and Ford. Give me Stevenson and Robinson. Nathan, becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Nathan, welcome into the exclusive Headliner Nation. Phantom won your first over-under this week. There you go. There you go. Monkey Jr. becoming a member for the 16th month. Hey, Headliner Nation. Congrats on 200,000 subscribers. Appreciate you. Are we worried about Sam Laporta potty? No. If he plays, I think they're going to utilize. I don't think they're going to send Sam Laporta out there just as a decoy. They're not going to want him banged up for the rest of the season. He's been too big of a part of this offense. If he plays, he definitely has a lower ceiling for me this week, but he's definitely a guy, unless you really have someone that you think is much better, I can't go. I'm not sitting the number 1 tight end in football right now, in fantasy football. And then also, can you send some forehead kisses to my girl Jessica and my baby Luca? They're watching Saints football with Daddy today. All right, I'll send them over there. Jessica, baby Luca, forehead kisses. There you go. Right on over to you. Anyone else need forehead kisses? I'm like Costco. I'm the Costco of forehead kisses. Sapper gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. That went out to Little Tasty. Little Tasty, make sure you thank Sapper for the gifted membership. CR, half PPR, need to flex 2 players. Madison, Moss, Nico Collins, Amari Cooper, or Ramondre Stevenson. We need to flex 2. Madison, Moss, Collins, Amari Cooper. If you want the most upside, give me Madison and Nico Collins. If you want to play it safer, give me Madison and Ramondre Stevenson. Carlos Meja sending a $5 donation. Appreciate you, Carlos. Thanks for that. Mona, my rookie year, making many mistakes, learning so much from you guys. Thank you. Forehead kisses. Mona, forehead kisses. I'm glad that you're learning something. That's what this is all about here. That's what we want to do, is we want to help teach you guys. Jay Fields, I was planning on doing a Derrick Henry film review this coming week anyway. So maybe we still take a look at it, because he's got one big play today, and other than that, he's been stuffed. The biggest thing is that the passing offense has been so god-awful. They're just absolutely keying in on the run right now, and it's destroying his upside. I was going to do a members only. For those of you wondering why you didn't get a members only video last week, because typically I do something like at least one a week. I wasn't going to do a film review because I was going to do an update of the DRBR for you guys, but there was an issue with my spreadsheet, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And I finally did, but by the time I figured it out, it was the end of the week. And instead of trying to put something out last minute that was going to change anyway, I figured I would just wait for the new data to come in from week 6, and I'll do it next week. So I'll try to get you 2 videos next week to make up for it. Ben, I already saw the message. You don't need to retract it. Blair Davis becoming a member for the 11th month. Hey, Kyle, would it be smart to bench Barkley this week and start Hubbard instead? Yes, I would. I would play Hubbard this week. Also at the flex, should I start McLaurin or Downs? If it's a full PPR league, Downs is probably going to be safer than McLaurin, but McLaurin is still going to continue to hold a little bit more upside. I have a Stevenson as my RB2, kind of nervous, but we'll see. Oh, full PPR? Then I would go with Downs over McLaurin. And then Crow Edits. Welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation today. Justin Tucker with 6 field goals today. Super flex between Dak Prescott or Zach Moss. I'm going to pick Dak Prescott over Zach Moss. Easy. Ryan Davis gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Would I drop Hunter Henry for Jonnu? I would wait. I would wait a week. I don't want to do it quite yet. 2 QB league have Lamar Jackson. Goff or Bryce Young for the second quarterback. I'm going to go with Goff over Bryce Young. That's for Brian. Steven. Hey, Kyle. Standard. No tight end. Wise Elephant, you're glad that you sat King Henry this week? He has over 100 total yards and a touchdown. Why would you be glad you sat him? That's so weird. Hey, Kyle, standard, no tight end, need 3. Hawkinson, Kirk, Collins, Stevenson, Pittman, and Garrett Wilson. Thanks. A standard league, give me Kirk, give me Collins. Hawkinson will be safe. Pittman will have more upside. DJ Moore over Waddle in the flex. Andy Dominguez becoming a member for their, celebrating their 1-month membership here. Appreciate you. KJ Osborne or Josh Downs in the flex in a full PPR. Must win this week. I'm going Josh Downs in a full PPR. Barkley or Stevenson? Dave, I'm going Stevenson over Barkley. Chris C. DJ Moore has a higher upside than CeeDee Lamb, I believe is what we've got this week. No, we've got CeeDee Lamb higher. We've got CeeDee Lamb at 6 and DJ Moore at 7. Ronaldo becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation family today. Pooh, I've got Tua higher than Stafford. You wanna stack everybody. I'm still gonna start Tua over Stafford. Ben, here's my problem. There's a lot of people in the chat this morning. Let me just take a quick minute to explain to you why I don't love that. There's a lot of people in the chat. I'm answering as many questions as I possibly can. Super chats are shut off for a reason. You're already a member. So for you to send a super sticker that contains no message and then write something in the chat saying, I need you to answer my question, that's why I sent you a donation. Do you see how that comes across? And then you retracted it afterwards? I'm not a big fan of that, man. Not a big fan of it, okay? Just, that's my 2 cents there. Appreciate you being a member. Don't love your tone. So if you could change it, I would greatly appreciate it. And as I answer all these questions, if I see yours again, I will try my best to get to it, just like I'm trying my best to get to everyone else. Lady Ballin celebrating a member a month here with the Fantasy Headliners. Morning Kyle at the flex. Kirk, Addison, or Pierce. We're going to go with Kirk there. And another flex, JT or Godwin. I've got to go Godwin over JT. We just don't know what his upside is going to look like this week. Happy Football Sunday. Malik looks better than Tannehill. I haven't been able to stare down too much. Let's take a quick look. They have the ball right now. He definitely moves better than Tannehill, that's for sure. Marcus, need to start one. Nico Collins or Deebo Samuel in a full PPR. Probably going to go with Deebo Samuel there since it is a full PPR. Nico Collins will have more upside for me. If this was standard or half, I would lean his way maybe a little bit more. But full PPR, try to give me some Deebo there. Dan, you want to get a beer with me? Listen, if you come to any event that we're doing, I'll buy you a beer. How does that sound? I don't drink, so I will have a glass of water or maybe a soda with you, but I'll buy you a beer. How does that sound? Is Kincaid in today, Brad? It looks like Kincaid is going to play. Yes, but Knox is also in now out of nowhere. Carlos. Ayuk, Wilson, Waddle, and Smith. Start 3. If you want the highest upside, I'm probably going Ayuk, Waddle, and Smith here, and I'll sit Wilson. A full PPR, Dante Foreman or Ramondre Stevenson. Full PPR, Stevenson is going to have more upside. Foreman will be safer, though. Thoughts on McLaughlin's performance Thursday? I think that whole backfield is kind of all over the place right now, unfortunately. Kittle or Thomas? Kittle's going to have more upside than Thomas. Nathan, what up, Kyle? Standard, need one wide receiver and one flex between Olave. Can Carr get him the ball? Collins and James Cook. I'm going to go with James Cook, and I'm going to go with Collins since it is a standard league. Blunt Poppy Supreme celebrating 26 months as a member here with the Headliners. Appreciate you, Poppy. Yo, Dameon Pierce or Eckler today? Oh, we're definitely going Eckler. 100% going Eckler. Tev, full PPR bench one between Saquon, James Cook, Nico, Jacoby, and Godwin. You've got some nice safe options there. Nico's probably just as risky as what Saquon is with a higher upside. I'm going to sit Saquon. Mac, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Ryan, morning, Headliners, full PPR. Do I flex Gabe Davis, Zach Moss, or Dante Foreman? Thank you, Kyle. Elbow kisses. Appreciate you, because I hit my elbow a little bit ago. Gabe Davis, Zach Moss, or Dante Foreman. Gabe Davis, since it's a full PPR, barely gets the knob over Dante Foreman for me, but Foreman will be a safer pick, probably. Can I play Ahmed over Algier? Flo, I'm probably still going to go Algier over Ahmed because I'm not sold on Ahmed being the RB2 today. Gabe Davis or Nico? I'm probably going to lean to Gabe Davis just a little bit more over Nico right now. Are we going to flex Downs or Brian Robinson? In a full PPR, Downs probably has more upside, but Brian Robinson will be safer. Am I dumb for starting Addison over Ayuk and Olave? Silas, are you dumb? No, because clearly there's something that's telling you that you like that matchup a little bit more. And honestly, since he's the wide receiver one going up against Chicago, I don't hate it. Ayuk probably has a little bit more upside than Addison, but with the weather, it might be a little bit more risky. Addison would probably be over Olave right now for me as well. I don't hate it. If that's what you're feeling, let's roll with it. John Lusk celebrating 2 months here with the Headliners. Appreciate you, John. Gainwell or drop him for Breida and play Barkley pending his status in a PPR league? I mean, I would probably risk Barkley over Breida or Gainwell today. Alec Rice. Alex, did I say Alec? I don't think I finished the word there. Alex Rice. Brian Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson, T. Higgins, and Nico Collins. I got a flex too. Brian Robinson and Ramondre Stevenson, safest floor. Brian Robinson and Nico Collins, highest upside. I'm not playing T. Higgins today. Chat, I've got to pee real quick. I'm going to run inside and I'm going to go pee super fast and then I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'll be right back. But what I want to know is by the time I get back, who has the best compliment for me? And you will get extra forehead kisses today. We're back. We're back. Someone became a member for 2 months and then deleted it, maybe? I don't know. What? Okay. There's not a wet spot on my pants. Stop it. Well, there's not. I did check, though. Kyle, your beard makes you look like a burly lumberjack. A face with a beard like that should be on a bottle of maple syrup. I don't even need to read the rest of these. That might be the best one. Should I come out with my own line of maple syrup? I think that's the question now. And I have had the pleasure of watching on YouTube. I tell my friends and family how cool you are and how you crush fantasy and online gaming. Too, I appreciate you. So many good things. So many good things. You all, I was not pooping. It was a pee. It was just a peeps. That's all it was. Brenton, becoming a member for 1 month. What's up, Kyle? Do I play Kittle or risk Laporta? This is a tough one. I probably still play Laporta. If you have any reservations about it, if you feel in your gut that Kittle's the way to go, then go with it. If it's my team, I probably still put Laporta in. Robbie Wright and Shining, both welcome to Holden Chubb joining the exclusive Headliner Nation family today. Flex PPR, London or Ford? I'm going to go with London. Fritz Get Biscuit spending a year with the Headliners. Appreciate you. How many shakes? Kyle Ozjam is saying over 2. Take the over every time. Komet over Laporta. I'm probably still playing Laporta. If it's my team. I'm going to be honest with you. If it's my team, wow. What moves by Willis to not lose yards? So Titans are on the 2-yard line right now. Why are we not handing it off to Derrick Henry? Hunter Henry or Waller? Hunter Henry probably still safer for me this week, Tua. Downs or Palmer, since it's a full PPR, give me Downs. Oh, and now they just got a 10-yard penalty. Why are they not just pushing the ball in with Derrick Henry? He's the biggest man on the field. And of course, the guy that they have on the field in his place, Tajay Spears, is the one that gets the penalty. Sometimes coaches they overdo themselves, man. You had the ball at the 3-yard line. Why don't you just pound it with Derrick Henry? And apparently they took a sack. So I'm clearly behind. Stevenson, Godwin, or Myers? I can only flex one. Myers is going to be the safest. I'm going to blanket statement this. If you don't have Travis Kelce, you're playing Sam Laporta. I'm risking it because Sam Laporta with a banged up calf is just as risky as basically any other tight end that you would play. I'll risk it with the number 1 tight end in fantasy football. I will risk it with him right now over any of these other options not named Travis Kelce. So, blanket statement. If I own Travis Kelce, not that it matters because you already would have played Travis Kelce. I'm not playing anybody other than Travis Kelce over Sam Laporta right now. Hawkinson is close. If you have Hawkinson would be safer. So thank you, Kalafa. I actually take it back. Kelce and Hawkinson are the only two I would have considered over Laporta this week. Neat upside. Who to start in a standard league? Brian Robinson, Gabe Davis, Drake London, or Garrett Wilson? Carlos, I'm going to go with Brian Robinson there. Laporta or die. You're right, Nick. Servando. Good morning, Kyle. Full PPR start to Ramondre, Madison, and Chuba. Thanks. Madison and Chuba have the most upside. Madison and Ramondre probably the safest floor. I need a gavel. Should I get one of those, like, squeaky ones? Collins or Madison? Collins definitely has way more upside than Madison if you're chasing points. Madison would be safer. That's for Alex. Shining. Have to start Hall, Hubbard, or Ford. Higgins or Deebo Samuel or Chris Godwin. Deebo Samuel has more upside than Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is safer, though. Since it is a standard league, I probably... Oh, this... Did I just, like, jump? Like, two different... Hey, Kyle, standard. Pick one. T. Higgins, Deebo Samuel, or Chris Godwin. I'm going to go Deebo Samuel since it's standard. Amon-Ra, Brees, or Gabe Davis for my flex from Leo. Give me Amon-Ra. Cheesy potato soup. That sounds kind of good, actually. Shining, have to start Hall, Hubbard, or Ford. Also, Higgins or KJ Osborne. I'm going KJ Osborne over Higgins, and I'm going Hubbard over Hall and Ford. Any weather concerns? We talked about them at the start of the stream. Really, the only one is the Cleveland game. Cleveland and San Francisco. Goff over Purdy. Hurricane. Now I'm super hungry. Oh, I missed a couple of... Okay, hold on. Patrick Thomas became a member for the 10th month. Brees or JT and a PPR. Thanks, man. Patrick, I'm going to go with Brees. Joe Lopez celebrating 25 months with us. Started Kyron Montgomery over Henry and Flex Waddle over Henry. Was that a good move? Thank you, Kyle and Jake, for always giving us the best content and advice. Started Kyron and Montgomery over Henry. That was a good move. Flexed Waddle over Henry. That would have been close for me. If it's a PPR league, I understand. Obviously not a great matchup by Henry, but obviously looking at the points that you have, you're kind of wishing that you had those points now, probably. But we'll see what Waddle does. Waddle could have a huge game and it wouldn't even matter. Rishi becoming a member for his 5th month. Barkley seems like a game time decision. Sadly, my best options are Antonio Gibson or Zeke. Thoughts, full PPR. Thank you, Headliner Nation. Since it's a full PPR, if you want to play it safe, I'm okay with going Antonio Gibson over Saquon. I mean, Saquon probably still has more upside than either of those guys, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe hear some more. Danielle Fielder. Danielle and I celebrating our 2-year anniversary. No, she's becoming a member for the 24th month. Hey, Kyle and Headliner Nation. Who should I be putting in my flex? Godwin, Addison, or Gabe Davis? Probably going to go with Addison here. Going to go with Addison over those other two. Forehead kisses, Danielle. Forehead kisses. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mac, Pittman, Myers, Higgins, or Hollywood in a full PPR. Full PPR, going to go Jacoby Myers there. Kicker is Moody. Too risky in the wind. I would probably look for a different one, yes. AP Zibby. Need 2. Davis, Olave, or Downs. And a full PPR, give me Davis and Downs there. Dominique becoming a member for the 12th month. Full PPR start Fields or Dak. Thank you. Fields we have higher this week. Cousins or Goff, we have Cousins higher this week. Foreman, Hubbard, or Pierce in a full PPR. Give me Hubbard and a full PPR. Barkley, Mixon, Stevenson, and Hall. Bench 1. I'm probably benching Barkley right now. Full PPR, Diggs, Olave, Higgins, Addison, and McLaurin. Pick 3. Hurricane, Diggs, Olave, Higgins. I'm sitting Higgins for sure. And I'm going to also sit McLaurin there. Any Laporta update? He's expected to play today. Oh, the game's over with. I can go ahead and shut the game off now. Collins or Osborne? Stanley. Osborne will be safer. Collins will have more upside. James, I'm going Laporta over Goddard. Again, if you have Matt Laporta, the only tight end I'm playing over him today is TJ Hockenson. I'll play Matt Laporta over everybody else. And if I take a 0 for it, I don't care. I'm going with my guy. Foreman or Brian Robinson in a full PPR. Appreciate you. Richie, I'm going to go with Brian Robinson. Joe, Pierce, Stevenson, or Foreman in a half PPR. I can only pick one. We'll go with Foreman since it's a half PPR. Ronaldo. We're going to go Fields over Burrow and Pittman over Higgins. Crown and Coke becoming a member for the second month. Why don't witches get pregnant? Because goblins have Halloweenies. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Gabe Davis or Stevenson. Since it's a full PPR, I'll go with Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis or Kirk in a full PPR. Antonio, I'll go with Kirk. And then Eric was Gabe Davis or Stevenson. I answered that one. R Nasty. Need one running back and one flex in a full PPR. Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss, Dante Foreman, McLaurin, and Michael Thomas. Give me Thomas and Foreman if you want safety. Give me Foreman and McLaurin if you want upside. Jareen, I'm going with Foreman over Moss today. Richie, Michael Thomas or Dante Foreman. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Dante Foreman. Dory, I'm going with Henry over Conklin. Lewis, would I go Atwell or Reynolds over Cooper? I would go Reynolds over Cooper in a full PPR. Need an RB2 from Carlos. Need an RB2, a wide receiver 2, and a flex out of Waddle, Demont, James Cook, Kirk, and Ridley in a full PPR. My RB2 is going to be David Montgomery. My wide receiver 2 is going to be Waddle, and then my flex, if you want to play it safe, it's James Cook. If you want more upside, it's Christian Kirk. I've got Prescott over Stroud this week, Alex. In a full PPR, Papa J, I would be willing to risk with Downs over London. Eric E, Gabe Davis or Stevenson. Since it's a full PPR, I'll go Gabe Davis. John J, good morning, Kyle. I need two. Pierce, Madison, and Steven. Give me Madison and Stevenson. Antonio, Gabe Davis or Kirk. Since it's a full PPR, I'll go with Kirk. Richie, thanks again. Good luck this week, King. Good luck to you, Richie. You're welcome, Carlos. Joe Hamilton, Moss, Chuba, or Foreman in a full PPR. I am going Chuba in a full PPR. Jackson, I still have Stevenson higher than Rashad White this week. Trey Perez, celebrating 15 months here as a member of the Fantasy Headliners. Hey, Kyle, good morning. In some serious trouble due to buys and injuries. Full PPR flex, JSN, Jay Williams, Quentin Johnson, DeMarcado, or Hunter Henry. Highest upside. Thanks, bro. You're the man. Highest upside is going to be Jameson Williams. Highest upside will be Jameson Williams. And I don't love it at all. Pittman or Downs in a PPR league? Ooh, I'd probably still go with Pittman over Downs. That was for D Nice. Robbie in a half PPR flex, Higgins, Osborne, or Foreman. Osborne has more upside. Foreman is safer. Carlos, wind in Cleveland. Yes, they're expecting wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Sustained winds around 20. The Iron Kneecap. Any concerns with Amon-Ra St. Brown as far as limitations? As of right now, no. I haven't heard of many. Sam B, DJ Moore or Kamara or Jacobs in a half PPR. I've got Jacobs higher than any of them this week. Ramondre or Nico in a standard. Nico in a standard for me. Drew the Foo, that was for GC. Drew the Foo, I'm going to go with Chuba over Saquon. Snake Eyes, I'm going to go with Pitts over Ferguson. Danielle said, oops, I forgot. Am I benching Pittman for Godwin or Davis? Ooh. Gabe Davis has more upside. I would play Pittman over Godwin, though. Joe, Chris Godwin, Christian Kirk, or Ramondre Stevenson. Give me Christian Kirk. Kevin Lefebvre, McLaurin or Osborne. Osborne probably safer. McLaurin has more upside, though. Eric E, in a full PPR, KJ Osborne has a little higher floor than Gabe Davis, but Gabe Davis has a much higher ceiling for me. In a half PPR Aubrey, I would go Jacoby over Ramondre. Is Darnell Mooney worth an ad? I mean, if you're in a deeper league, yes, but if not, I would not worry about it. My eye itches. Guillermo, I'm going Stevenson over Rashad White. Matt, in a half PPR, Elijah Mitchell or Jordan Mason. Who are you most comfortable with to play? Think it's going to be a blowout, and Niners will put one of them in during garbage time. Lost 3 guys last week to injury. Jordan Mason seems to be the guy right now. Is Elijah Mitchell not hurt? Oh, Elijah Mitchell is returning this week. Ooh, probably Elijah Mitchell then. If I had to guess, I would say Elijah Mitchell. Kent Dyshell becoming a member of Holden Chubb. Kent, welcome back to the exclusive Headliner Nation. I'm pretty sure you've been a member before, so. Mitchell is healthy. I would say he's active. I don't know if I would say he's healthy, but I do like how you put that in quotes. Even Hawkinson. What do you mean, even Hawkinson? Even Hawkinson what? Sicilian. Half PPR start Evans or Olave. I got Evans a little higher. I'm starting Chase, Puka, and DJ Moore. I would go Evans there. Peasy, will Seattle or Detroit run the ball more? I think I'll have to go with Detroit. I feel like I'll have to go with Detroit. Matt, forehead kisses back to you. Appreciate you. Andrew, when I watch these live chats, I always ask, does Kyle do this? Huge props to you, Kyle. I certainly wouldn't have the focus to do what you do. Andrew, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Jose, should I go Devontae Smith, Gabe Davis, Chris Godwin? Because I'm not benching Puka. Devontae Smith will have the most upside of the group. KJ Osborne or Michael Thomas in standard scoring? Give me KJ Osborne. Detroit or Jacksonville defense? I'll go Jacksonville defense. Kent, wait a second. It said, welcome to Holden Chubb, like it's a new message, but then it said you're celebrating 9 months. So maybe you re-upped before... Did you have to, like, go back in and redo it, maybe? Maybe that was what it was. Can't become a member for the 9th month, however. I have been a member, full flex PPR, or full PPR flex, Addison, Hubbard, or Foreman. I'm going to go Addison in a full PPR there. Xander Paredes. Become a member for the 24th month. Celebrating 2 years, Xander. PPR flex, Higgins, McLaurin, JT Palmer, forehead kisses. Forehead kisses. I'm going to go with McLaurin here. Kyle, thanks for answering all the last-minute questions. I'm 4-1, and with kickoff coming soon, y'all going to make me 5-1. Good luck in your leagues. Donnie, appreciate you. Chad, Kyle, Big Chub Daddy Richardson. Is that my new nickname? Do we need to put it to a vote? Both teams are brawling in Cleveland? No shot. Really? It says there's a skirmish. See some pushing and shoving. I'm not seeing a brawl. Definitely some pushing. Definitely some shoving. Having to be separated. Doesn't look like a full-out brawl. Definitely pushing, definitely shoving, definitely people having to be separated. It looks like it was pretty under control, though, within, like, 30 seconds. I didn't see anybody getting blindsided. I saw a helmet, but the view that I saw didn't show anything bad. There might be a better view than what I saw. George! What's going on, George? Foreman. Oh, well, first off, thank you for being a member for the 9th month of Excessive Chubb. Foreman, Bigsby, or Kendre Miller to stash rest of season. The person closest to touches is probably going to be Bigsby, but he's inactive this week. Foreman is active this week, but Roshan likely becomes the starter when he comes back from concussion. Khalil Herbert will be back in 3 weeks after this. I probably stash Tank Bigsby. I'm not starting him, but I'm okay stashing him because if Travis Etienne gets hurt, Tank Bigsby is going to have a huge workload. Should I drop Hunter Henry and pick up Dalton Schultz after week bye? You can, I mean, if you're trying to start Dalton Schultz over Hunter Henry, I'm not doing that. But if you're trying to like get through a bye week, you could probably drop Hunter Henry like after the week if you needed to or something like that. Need one flex in a full PPR. Mirna Stevenson or Hollywood Brown? Thank you for answering our questions. Hollywood Brown has more upside for me than Ramondre Stevenson. Drop Elijah Moore for Logan Thomas. I'm good with that, especially if you need a tight end. Young Ruckman, Ayuk, Pittman, Addison, pick one to sit, please, and thank you. I'm sitting one. If you need more upside, we're going to start Addison and Ayuk. If you need a safer floor, we need Pittman and Addison in there. Devontae Parker over Michael Thomas? I would go Michael Thomas over Devontae Parker if that's the question. Madison or Olave, since it's a full PPR, Olave has more upside. Madison is safer. Jake or the Doc in a 40-yard dash? Give me Jake. He's much taller, so he's going to have longer strides than Doc. Kyle, you left me hanging. Pittman or Davis? Can't leave your future ex-wife hanging like that. Pittman would be safer, but Davis has more upside. So, Danielle, are you chasing points this week? What do you need? Do you need more upside or do you need a safer floor? What do you think based on your matchup as you look at it? An update, Saquon Barkley continues to be a game-time decision. Jake is 6'4". I'm 6'2". Mac is 6'5". And then Ethan likes to think he's 6 foot, but he's more like 5'7". You need points, go Gabe Davis. If you need points, go Gabe Davis. Stafford over Stroud, Danny. We've got 4 minutes till kickoff. Thielen over Ayuk. Ayuk continues to have more upside. Yeah, the wind isn't great, but I also don't think it completely rules out Ayuk having a decent day. 96-1, and the reason I say that is because the Cleveland Browns, like on 75% of their defense or 70% of their defensive snaps, run man-to-man coverage. Ayuk feasts against man-to-man coverage. Osborne, McLaurin, Davis, or Michael Thomas. We can only pick one. Gabe Davis for the most upside. Osborne to play it safe. Chris Brooks or Salvin Ahmed. I would probably go with Salvin Ahmed over Chris Brooks. Kyle, we're best friends. Potentially. Pickup downs if AR is out rest of season. I mean, you should have picked him up anyway. Appreciate you. Forehead kisses all day. Forehead kisses. Good luck, good luck, good luck. A prayer and a forehead kiss for the New York Giants, please. Adori. Forehead kisses. Waller or Njoku in a 16 team. Waller will have more upside. Njoku will be safer. Probably still go with Waller based on the matchup. Tua and Tyreek, the best stack today. Tua and Tyreek might be the best stack every day. Who's better in my flex? White, Gibson, Curtis Samuel, or Atwell? I'm going to go Curtis Samuel here. Couple more questions. Couple more questions if you got them. Would you drop Jameson Williams for downs in a full PPR league? Yes. In a half PPR league? Probably also yes. Serving Soul becoming a member for the 3rd month. Should I trade Purdy and B-Rob to get another running back like Pollard or keep Purdy? My other running backs are Breece Hall and Montgomery. My other QB is Fields. If this is not a super flex league, if this is a 1 quarterback league, then absolutely trade Purdy. I don't care. You don't need 2 quarterbacks in a 1 quarterback league. Tua or Herbert in a full PPR, we have Tua higher. Pitts, Otten, or Kincaid in a full PPR. Still have Pitts a little bit higher. We do have T-Law over Stafford by 3 spots. Algier over Ferguson or Higbee today. If it's a full PPR league, I would go with Ferguson. Carlos, forehead kisses for good luck. Forehead kisses. Laporta in the flex over Kyron? Absolutely not. We're playing Kyron for sure. Kyron could have a huge day today. Cousins or Tua? We have Tua higher than Cousins this week. Kirk or Collins? Kirk over Collins for me. 2 minutes. 12-team full PPR. Flex Pittman, McLaurin, Chuba, Addison, or Nico. If I have to pick just one person, Chuba's the safest. Addison the most upside. Swag, you're a gorgeous human. Mike, same to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here for the day. Kickoff is in 1 minute. Thanks for a great day. Good luck with all of your underdog pick'ems today. Good luck with all of your fantasy teams. Enjoy watching football. Enjoy having fun. Enjoy family, friends, and whatever else you may be doing today. As always, Headliner Nation, we appreciate you all so much for helping us hit our newest goal of 200,000 subscribers this past week. It's on to 300,000 subscribers, and it happens because of all of you. Appreciate you all. Best of luck today, and we'll see you all on the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners. Peace out, everyone.